It seems like conforming is giving up part of yourself. Just that simple.
I'm Jez.
Devin.
Brandon.
And we're a few of the many in the underground resistance called Underground Information. Our goal is to like tell you guys what's going on in the world, like what's really going on.
The
Not
truth.
feed you a lot of bullshit. And I just like to say this one thing. We live in a world where a president was hung on live TV.
Alright.
Okay? Let's get this started.
What were you just talking about? You were saying that the conversation that we had earlier was like bugging you, like it disturbed you a little bit because I don't know, you didn't really get to finish.
Well, like, I was just, like, thinking, like, the U.S., we can't say that we can, like, okay, like, the U.S. and the news tried to make an anti-Iraq statement, you know, like, they're, like, trying to make
Like
us...
anti-Iraq, like, no, none of that, we don't want it.
Right, and how is that any different when we persecute humans? Like, we went over to Iraq, as Jez was saying, we hung the president of Iraq. And how is that right that we can do that?
But they can't come to our country and do that to us because we say, no, you can't do that because we're right. Is that kind of like what you're saying?
Kind of.
I don't know. It's like I feel like you need to like elaborate on that thought a little bit more. Like I'm not really getting what you're trying to say because I feel like you're okay. This is what I think you're saying, that we can go over to their country and we can go hang their president and we can tell them how to think, but we don't want them to come to our country hanging our president.
Oh, I have a point to bring up on that. Okay, we can go to another country, we can hang their president, but in this country we cannot even mention anything about us hanging our president.
True. We can't say.
We can't say, hey, let's go hang the president. We can't even joke about it.
Right.
Isn't that fucked up? But we can hang another country's president on live television.
If I can say, let's go hang, another Middle Eastern president, they wouldn't say shit.
They wouldn't care.
Yeah, but if I said something about freaking Obama,
They'll be like, that's freedom of speech. They can say that. Let's go hang other presidents.
As soon as they say
Let's go
something
hang
about Obama.
Let's go hang Obama.
Whoa.
That's a big problem.
Hey, you can't do that here. You know that
It's
thought's
not
allowed.
American. You are a terrorist.
Yeah,
They will call us a terrorist because of our beliefs, our ideas, or just for us saying we're gonna hang the president.
Yeah.
It could be a metaphor for us saying we're gonna destroy the president's ideas and beliefs. We're gonna tell the people what's really going on in the world. And right now, I think we are hanging the president.
Yeah. We're putting him up on that fucking
pedestal, ready to be knocked down. We're judging him. We have the right as citizens to judge the president and the system that we live in.
But then again, we can't always just blame it on the president. The president's just one person.
The president's just one house
behind
member.
Yeah, there's a lot of other people behind the scenes of the president. The people that really want to stay behind the scenes because they don't want us to persecute them the way they persecute us.
Tycoons, people that own lots and lots of property and stocks. They pretty much run this country.
It's all run by money, man.
It is. Everything's money. The monetary system, that's what we're in. That's our system is based on. It's money. It's a piece of paper. It doesn't feed you. It doesn't supply you. It has no value. Money is created from debt.
Yep, and most of our money is not even like paper anyways. It's like online.
Most of the money is just digits.
Have that money, yeah, just digits.
Pretty much the Federal Reserve and the what is it called? Pretty much the government and the Federal Reserve is pretty much the same thing. They trade pieces of paper creating money.
Yeah. Dude, I took government class, and I swear to God, my teacher hated me because everything he said something, I'd be like, hey, what about this idea? And he was like, well, that's not going to work in America because this and that. I'm like, okay, well, who said that's not going to work? The government said that's not going to work. I got that idea from other people, you know, because that got me thinking. Like, he was saying that when we vote for a new president, our vote counts. I really don't see how our vote counts. I feel like we just go in there, you know, do a slot machine like it's a lottery.
All the people that we elect have been pre-decided.
Yeah.
They all have the same history. They have money.
Money.
Everything is money.
They're the image of America, basically.
The reason why all cars in the United States aren't run off of electric is because money. There was a patent on a battery for an electric car.
Yep.
It was owned by an oil company. The oil company did not want them to make that because that would have put them out of business.
Exactly. So they bought that patent and didn't make that freaking electric car.
We talk about using our natural resources, dude. We're not using our natural resources. We are doing the complete opposite. We are using things that are so ineffective.
Exactly.
Oil, coal.
When we could be using solar power, thermal energy, wave.
Geothermal, tidal powers.
Yes.
All that. If we harvested out of 3 of the 50 United States just wind power,
We could,
dude,
our whole entire country would be powered by just that.
Yeah.
You remember? Well, we were watching a
Zeitgeist.
Yes. We were watching that, and
It
they
tells
said
you
something about
all
the
this.
tidal energy that we could use.
We can harvest tidal waves and
The whole entire world could run off of that.
all the time. Geothermal power can be harvested everywhere.
Yes. The heat from the ground, we can use that energy.
Solar
right
power, geothermal power, wind power, tidal power can be harvested everywhere.
there. To help people
But we
out.
don't because
It's
money. Because it keeps an elected few people up in the top of everything.
Yep. In this world, it's very hard to climb that ladder of social power. Once you're in poverty, you most likely to stay there.
Yeah.
Like, just
But
take
why
Africa.
should we even have different classes? That's the problem.
Exactly. Everyone should be one.
We
Everyone
have
should be equal.
millions of people brainwashed and controlled by a group of individuals that pretty much form a fucking cage around the world in your mind, and they fuck you all the time.
Like, you got those people who are fucking rich as shit, and they roll in the Rolls Royce, stuff like that. When people in freaking Africa live off of fucking beans and rice, what the fuck is that? Don't you feel
They
like
keep
you
us-
could do something about that? You
Yeah.
got all that money, but you choose just to sit in your comfy fucking home, sit in your comfy fucking bed, and not do anything about
It's
it.
not even that we need the money, it's that we have enough resources that we just don't use because certain people want to have all the power, dude.
Yeah.
We have all the resources to live a full life.
Everyone should
But
just
we
be
don't.
equal. We do not start out equal. I hate it when people say everyone's equal. All mankind is equal.
You're born equal. No, you weren't. You weren't born fucking equal. You were born at the bottom of the food chain and taught to work your way up.
Yep.
But when you're working your way up, you're just giving into their system. You're not even advancing yourself, developing yourself. When you should be learning things, you should be learning how to make yourself who you are and discovering who you are. Not learning how to fucking add numbers and bullshit like that.
Yep, me and Dalton were on Facebook one day, and we're like having this very intellect conversation back and forth, how we wanted to change the world, you know, what we want to do for the revolution. This girl, she came on, she was telling us that our ideas are wrong, the way we think is wrong, and the way the government is right. And she said that us as people, we choose where we want to be in life. We choose to be in poverty. I don't think I chose to have a single parent and live paycheck by paycheck. I don't think I chose that.
Think about this, dude. Money is controlled by the government. Who gives you your money? The government. Who do you buy stuff from? The government. The
Yep.
government controls your food. If you don't have enough money, you won't live a full life because you won't have food. You pretty much have to be a slave to the system to live a full life. And it's not even a full life, it's a life within a cage that you're taught is a full life.
Yep. Yeah, it is basically slavery. If you don't work,
It's a
you
modern
don't eat.
form of slavery. It's paid slavery. That's all it is. That's all we're in right now.
Exactly.